And Mark was invited, but had some other thing to do today. So although we miss him, I send him lots of love. And of course, he is part of our crew. But look who's back. We've got beautiful Terry Suzuki back from Japan. I'm so happy to have you home. Very good. And Diana Bowles, oil painter, for those of you who know her by that name. I've got Jenny Starfish, all dressed up for a cocktail party, looking lovely. I've got beautiful wisdom seeker Joan here today with her red shirt. And look at Terry's lit up. Terry holding your space. She's lit up.
Yeah. She's been to the cocktail party already.
She did. She's been at a cocktail party, yes. And below we have Amy Earth Spirit, who is here with us today. And all of these wonderful ladies have been on in the year on this show as we rotate in and out. And Mark, of course, has been another one that's all had been here too. But I'm really so happy just to celebrate the full year with all of you ladies. You've all been fabulous. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah.
Thanks for we thank you for having us. You are just you're the Christmas spirit all year long, giving so much to this community and to each one of us. So thank you.
Exactly.
But I really wouldn't. I've got to give it back to you guys too, because you are a gift to me. I couldn't do these shows if it wasn't for you. When the collabs and everything, and the fact that you come on here and you just do it, and makes me happy. Thank you.
But my dear, you are the catalyst.
You're the glue
that pulls us together.
Well, thank you. It is my pleasure. It's my pleasure to be that, if that's what I am. But Annie Bear loves the hat, Diana. Oh. And I'm sure that everybody loves Terry Renner's lit up thing there.
Yeah.
Amy, you look very Victorian.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the whole. Well, it kind of was supposed to be Hollywood, but.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. Old school Hollywood. Old school.
We have Jenny and Terry over here as bookends, right?
Yeah.
And talk about your glimmer glow.
That's really awesome.
My glitter. All glitter.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah. I love a sparkle.
Sexy Terry Renner, Annie says. Yep. And yes, Jenny is. Yes, we do. We have a lot of guests today just visiting. And thank you for being here. Usually I have 2 people per week with me. A couple times Joan and I have actually done it alone. I think we did twice, didn't we, Joan?
I think
and sometimes we've had 3. Sometimes we've had 3 of you. Before that, we had 4. I believe we've had up to 4 a week. And of course, we've also had Thayer, who has recently just been, she loves skiing. So the winter is no good. And in the summer, she likes to go tubing. So just finding her not being busy is difficult, but that's okay.
Somewhere on the mountain in the snow.
Yeah, somewhere out in a mountain or a stream. Yeah. So,
nice.
But I want to throw out that I always have appreciated her being here as well. And we've had Jean, not this year though. But she's on the Sunday show with me. So just really grateful to have all of you. Let's say hi to some folks and see what people would like to hear from today from you. So we've got Annie, of course. Annie Bear is here. And we have Terry here. And we have Jenny here, which we knew. We have me here. We have Froxy Roxy. And we have a beautiful Book Bewitched, who I didn't even know lives in Eastern Washington. So someday, girlfriend, I'm going to come driving over there. It's 400 miles, but I'll have to make a few pit stops. But yeah. And we have Imagine with shamanic journeys, who just went to the woo-woo shop. Oh, the woo-woo shop.
Nice.
We're all really jealous now. We have Miss Pierrette here today, who says best wishes for 2024. Remember, you are in the driver's seat. Make the turns needed. You got this. Thank you, dear Pierrette. And we send you lots of love on what will be your first Christmas without your beautiful husband. It's Jenny's too, I believe. Yes. And so there's a lot of you out there, a lot of you who have lost your partners. And I just want you to know that we send you lots of love and virtual hugs all the time for all of you, because it's not easy. It's not easy to you know, to live, to lose somebody,
And
especially
this is
a
what,
lifelong partner.
John's second Christmas, right,
John's
John?
second Christmas.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
Christmas
John's
is definitely different. So
Yeah.
new tradition.
And Terry Renner had lost her husband. And so there's other people in the chat as well that I've seen. And so, you know, and I know we've lost parents, brothers, sisters, children. And you know, that I'm not saying they aren't as important as others, but yeah, when you're with your partner for a lifetime, it's hard to lose them. So Miss Mousie's here. Christine's
Hey,
here.
Melfi.
Yeah. You went to lunch with your daughter, Mousy? Good. I hope she paid it. I usually end up whipping out the old thing before my kids do, but they're really good. If they don't know that I'm going to do that, they'll catch it and they'll do it. Hi, Jill. It's good to see you, my dear. And who else is here? I know we have some more people. Gwen W. Welcome back, Gwen. We're really pleased you're here with us, Gwen. Gwen, I think Gwen saw me on Terry's angel readings. Not Terry, Kim Copeland angel readings. And she's been over here, and we're really happy to have her part of this community. Hi, Barbara Nesper. Nice to see you. She's another Washington girl, as is Annie Bear, as is Amanda, as is Wiki, as is Hypnicity. Yeah, and speaking of, there she is.
Wiki.
Hi, yeah. Teresa Hadarian. Hi, honey. Okay, we've got one love, and I do have your thing, your question up. We've got Bernie Girl. We have Charlie. Hi, Charlie. It's always good to see you too, and we're glad you're with us now. Tarot Stash. Woo! You know, I'm going to spend the weekend, Gerald, at least catching up on some shows. And the one I want to see first is the one where you have the same hair as Val Klingenbeck.
That was brilliant.
Red wig. So I can't wait, Gerald. Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
He makes a good redhead.
I bet he does. Even with a mustache. We have Pamela Shin. It's nice to see you, Pamela, and Deb K. And we could just be doing this the whole time. Running Sloth is here. It's nice to see you. Who else is here? Here. Viviani. Nice to see you, my dear.
Viviani, hey, girl.
I know she's doing some shows too with Val Klingenbeck, right? With you and the Akashic.
Very talented reader.
Yes. That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
And a communicator.
Oh, wow, that's great. Look at that. All those questions about what her gifts are. Here they are. Here they are. Yeah.
Hi,
Teresa. Yeah. And just visiting, as I mentioned earlier. But we don't want you to just visit. We'd like you to stay. So don't go away. Claudia's here. Hi. Who's all hunkered down in her new apartment. We have Michelle Krantz. Did I miss somebody up here? Oh, I missed Sonia. Sorry. I'm trying to see everybody. If I'm missing you, I don't know if Oil Painter can stay because she's busy doing tribal dancing right now.
Oh, wow.
Yes, go on to Annie Bear's site and you'll hear her song that she sang. It's wonderful.
Oh, I want to do that.
Sharon Foster's here. Froxy Roxy, Sally, Kimberly Night Night. I love that. Night Night.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys, it's so wonderful. And happy solstice. Very much so. Amanda. All right. Book, I've got your question. Ness, I've got your question. Tammy Jackson, good to see you. Carolyn and Peter Booker are here. Oh my goodness. Oh, I see a question from Viviani. Hold on. All right. If I don't stop and do this now, I'll miss it. Yes, there are a lot of West Coasters here. Absolutely. Oh, Tammy, I'm so sorry. We will read for her. Tammy lost her mom last week, and I'm so sorry to hear that. Could you post her first name, please, and we'll see if she's available to talk to. How about that? Yeah, Val has a wonderful sense of humor about you, Gerald. Yeah. She's so much fun to make laugh. Val Klingenbeck. Oh my God, she's a riot. Yeah.
She laughs all the time. I mean, she barely stops.
I know. Isn't it great though? I love it. Yeah, I do. I do. I love it. So Craig Dixon and Kimberly, when that's the best thing I think in the whole world is if we all could just remember to find the humor in things and laugh and enjoy life, because it really is, you can't sweat that small stuff. You got to just enjoy it. Yeah. Oh, and hello, Leah. It's a gift to see you as well, my dear. Yes, Diana does have a beautiful voice. Oh, Flora DeCastri's here. It's wonderful to see you, Flora. And of course, you just know that we love your daughter's, Dina's light language singing. So thank you so much.
Definitely.
Yes, she is just a
Unbelievable.
treasure. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Richie's Reach. Oh, you know what? You could be Richie Rich. Yeah. If you don't like Reach, then do it. Then do it. All right. Let's see. All right, Pierrette, I got a question from you. Ness loves your necklace. Terry Renner. And does your father Norbert? Okay. The fog is cleared and the sun is out. Yay. All right. Oh my goodness, you guys. Hi, Heather. Happy for you. She is definitely one of those Yuletide solstice wonderful followers of the wicked or the witchy ways. And so she's celebrating. Peter's waving at the TV. Hi, Peter. Hi, Peter. Everybody wave at Peter. We see you, Peter. We see you.
Wave.
Uh-huh. Oh my goodness. There we go. And all right. So Gerald said you look better without the wig. Just saying. Oh, Gerald, you look better without the wig. Okay. I thought you were saying.
I don't know. I like the wig.
I get you. Yeah, the wig is all. Do you remember that song by what is his name in the Sexualettes? Sexualettes get dancing, guaranteed to rock the boat. It's an old song from that, and he used at the very end. He says, "My wig is wet, darling. My hair is wet. I am tired." That's what it makes me think of.
Was it Buster Keaton?
No, it was a guy that was a drag queen, and it was something in the Sexualettes were the people that sang behind him. And it was during disco. Wow. It was during disco.
You had a lot more fun in the 70s than I did. And you remember more of it too.
Oh, I had a lot of fun in the 70s.
I don't know how I did, because most of the time I was cognitively impaired. Right. So I don't know how that happened, but yes, I do remember it. And even the people at my high school reunion, they'll say, how did you remember that? So yeah, but I can't tell you what I had for breakfast. So
yeah,
don't ask.
Yeah. Those were the days, my friend.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. So what we're going to do today is I wanted everybody to just kind of have something to say about the holiday or about what their hopes are for all of us here, because we've had the last 3 or 4 years haven't really been that wonderful. And yet I don't want to focus on the negative stuff. So I wanted everybody to just kind of say what they would like to say. And then when we do the readings, we're going to be doing them one person for each reading, because we've got a lot of people here and actually got 13 people already that are asking questions. So I'm going to do that. If you have, Jenny, I don't know if you have to prepare to go into the Akashic Records or not, or Terry, if you're going to do it. Yeah, you have? Okay. All right.
It's open for everybody in the chat.
Everybody in the chat? Okay. Yep. All right. Let's see. Don't rock the boat, baby. That's the Hughes Company. Hi, Christine Brooks. Yeah, that's the Hughes Company. Yeah. I do need hugs, Annie. You're right. All right. So I'm gonna open it up. Who would anybody like to say anything about the holiday first? Anybody?
Sure, I'll go.
Okay. All right.
I kind of live in two worlds, particularly at this time, in case no one figured that out already.
Mm-hmm.
So I keep the old traditions alive as per Christianity. I was born and raised Catholic. I'm a recovering Catholic and doing quite well. Thank you very much for asking. But there's a few things that are very hard to let go of. And it's partially because it washes into the pagan life that I love so much as well. So as we spoke the other day, solstice is the beginning of the 12 days of the celebration. And they didn't have tools to measure hang time and to measure the curve of the earth and how long it's going to be in this point. So when they would go to Stonehenge and watch the solstice, it would just depend on when that curve would begin to shift and go out of view. So it could last anywhere from 3 to 10 days. So it was the 12 days of solstice. And then Christianity stepped in, and it's the 12 days that are after Christmas, because we wait until the Feast of the Epiphany, which is the Orthodox, Russian Orthodox celebrates on January the 6th. And I think Greek Orthodox does as well. Byzantine celebrates Christmas on that date. So, okay, welcome to Sagittarius. Let's party. And I start early. But I keep all the old things when it comes to the food, and 13 dishes must be served and all the stuff that my great-grandmother brought with her from Poland.
Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Who would like to go next? Anybody? You're all being too shy, ladies. Okay, Joan.
I'll talk about a tradition that came from my grandmother, who was, she was amazing. But one of the things she did, I had 3 siblings. And so one of the things she did to kind of keep us quiet, like everybody would come to the table at Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then Mom and Grandma would go out and work on the gravy to make sure, because the most important thing was the gravy was hot. Everybody had to be sitting there, and then they'll bring in the last stuff, so it'll be very hot. So to kind of keep everybody occupied while they're doing that little last bit in the kitchen, she made up something called surprise pie. And surprise pie was just like a Dutch oven covered with aluminum foil, and had, ribbons and everything on the top. And there was just a little gift for everybody in it, and ribbons with name tags that would go out to everybody's. So we said, okay, time for surprise pie. And everybody pulled the ribbon, and there'd be just this little gift. Yeah. And then we'd kind of fool around with that, and that would give them enough time. She was an efficiency expert. Yeah. So over the years, especially after my husband joined into the family, he thought that was a good idea, because sometimes the surprise pie stuff evolved into kind of little joke gifts. And he noticed that my mom was a little bit OCD about teeth and about keeping her teeth really clean. And then she was also, and the rest of us in the family were recovering Catholics, but she kind of stuck it out. So, but she had a good sense of humor about it. So he would get these, he would get tooth-related and Pope-related joke gifts. And to the point where, everybody got a toothbrush that was embossed with someone's name, but it wasn't, it was like Fred or something, nobody's right name. Or the whole, like a puzzle made of all teeth. And to the point where one time he got a big, like the kind of poster that you'd see at the dentist's office with all the teeth in it. So that was like his big thing. So surprise pie kind of took a kind of a weird turn, but surprise pie is still kind of fun.
It is.
That's awesome.
I know. Awesome. I know, that is awesome. That is. Thank you, Joan. And that reminds me, I'll pass this out, and then I'm going to move it on to you, Starfish. So hang on. We would eat and eat and eat. And of course, there's always dessert. But you know what happens during these times? You get to that eating, and there's no room anymore. But my mother would say, what are we going to have for dessert? Someone would say, what are we going to have for dessert? And my mother would say, we're going to have wind pudding with air sauce. And I thought it was a real thing. No, it's WIND, wind pudding, and AIR sauce. Yes. So in other words, nothing. So anyway, All right. How about you, Jenny?
No, I don't have any traditions that
That's all right.
when I really
Do
share.
you
But
want to say
I'm
anything
really
about?
happy
Yeah.
this Christmas because I manifested being in Charleston, living in Charleston this Christmas. It took me years. I used to come here and sit and look out on King Street, maybe 2012, and I did it for years. And I would say, one of these days, I'm going to live here.
Good girl.
And I always came here to go Christmas shopping. I love it at Christmas. They really go all out. I mean, seriously, go all out. And I am very happy to be here for Christmas.
Oh,
We're
happy that you're there too.
Right? So proud of you, Jen.
Yeah,
so
Jenny.
Proud of you.
Yeah, we really are. We really are. You've been through a lot. You had to sell your place. You had to move. You had to do this. You had to do that. And you lost weight. Oh, my God. This is what I'd be doing. I'd be eating more. So anyway, Jenny, we're happy for you, honey. We really are. Thank you, dear.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. Terry Suzuki?
Well, my Christmas traditions is always that on Christmas Eve, that's when I spend time with my family and my grandkids especially, and we open presents on Christmas Eve instead of Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And then they go on to their other relatives and open presents on Christmas Day. So I guess they get two Christmases in one. But we don't have any particular things other than today, as I was getting ready for this show, I just kept getting a lot of messages from the other side about hope. This whole new year, to what I keep getting is hope, that this is hope. This is a season of hope, and hope is going to extend into this next year and keep moving us closer and closer to that 5D that we want to be. So that's what I've been getting.
I love that. I love that. Thank you. That's right on. Right on. Terry Renner.
Well, we've got a few little things that we do. We always do Asian food on Christmas Eve, and either we'll go to Chinese or sushi. Sushi's our favorite. So that's the thing. And if we get it to go, we'll watch like an old movie and have some fun. And the kids always open one present on Christmas Eve. So, and then we have family over on Christmas Day, and it's all that eating and having fun.
And no room for dessert, right? So you'll just have to make wind pudding with air sauce for dessert this year.
I'm working that this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And last but not least at all, Amy, what about you, honey? What would you like to say?
Well, I've been thinking this year about how I have a lot of 80s memories of Christmas, which I think are very sort of particular. And I just remember this one time when, Christmas break, you have all this time ahead of you. So anything could happen. And my mom worked at the local library. So I remember I was bored and I went there and I was like, I'm bored. I don't know what to do. And she said, well, you could read War and Peace or Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay. So I remember I took Gone with the Wind, like this big,
Yeah.
And then I went to my friend's house and there's snow everywhere. And she was watching MTV and she had the phone to the TV and it was Shaka Khan singing I Think I Love You. And the boy that she liked, she would call him and she would put it up to the TV and then just like so like Gone with the Wind and my friend in the 80s and the Atari and all that.
And Shaka Khan.
Yeah, Shaka Khan.
My 80s is my very favorite decade of every decade because I love all the music. The music was just so I totally understand. And I was in my 30s and I think my 30s was so much fun, at least for a while, But Heather says 80s. Yes, I'm with you, Amy. The best decade ever. So there you go. There you go.
So Terry bringing up about eating Chinese food, every single year we would watch A Christmas Story where you go and eat the Chinese food.
Yeah.
We watched it every single year.
Yeah.
My husband and I, and so funny, and no Christmas would be complete without watching A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I totally get it. Mine was always planes, trains, and autos was for Thanksgiving, and a Christmas Vacation, and Home Alone was for Christmas.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But Chinese food on New Year's Day was what we had. Yeah.
And then Love Actually, once that came out, I was like, I have to see this every year.
Yeah.
I was obsessed. I still am obsessed.
Oh yeah, and Miracle on
playing the music.
34th,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's a Wonderful
Yeah.
Life. I mean, I'm older
Yeah.
than the rest of y'all, so my list is quite long. And I have to
She's
start
only
on
4 years
Halloween.
older than me, so she needs to zip it. She's not old. Oh. Some love from the chat. We have Carolyn and Peter wanting everyone to have love and have it begin with them and health. Thank you. Heather said I don't know why this is playing with me here. I definitely need to hold on to hope for the new year. I think we all do, Heather. Thank you for reminding us. We need to not hold so tightly onto the things that will bring us down, and find the things that can bring us up into the higher vibration. But that's not easy. That's why so many people have stepped away from television and the news and everything. That's okay. That's okay. That's a good idea. Kimberly Knight said she's going to say happy birthday to baby Jesus, and I'm glad you were born. There you go. Thank you, dear. That's awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on some of these questions. Let's see. I am going to say, Joan. How about Joan? You answer Annie Bear's question, if you would. Will I be a good wind whistler soon? Sounds beautiful. I mean, not me yet.
I'm not sure what a wind whistler is.
Okay. Anybody
Can you
else
let us know that?
Does anybody else know what a wind whistler is?
Is it like
I
a
don't either.
listener, maybe like a listener to wind, to the voices?
I think it's Native American, I'm pretty sure, because she is. And so
immediately I said yes. Duh, yes.
Because she wants to.
You can do anything you want, and
that's right.
You're so, I don't know how to describe it. Like
tuned in.
Yeah, so connected to the earth and to the seasons and to the sky and everything, that you can do anything you want. And yes,
she says it's Nordic. It's Nordic.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you'll be great.
Okay.
And is there anything that Annie Bear isn't great at? I don't think so.
I think you're right with that question. Yeah. Anybody else want to say anything about it?
I think you hit it on the head.
Okay.
Yeah. And my pendulum says yes.
Okay. So you have that to look forward to, Annie. And the reason why it will go for you is because you want it to. Anything you set your mind to.
And we're looking forward to hearing it.
Yes. Yeah. All right. This question, Terry Renner. Does my stepbrother, funny, gorgeous, clever Boyd, who passed in 2 of 14, brain aneurysm at 46, oh my goodness, have a message? You'd love him. He'd sing along and make up naughty lyrics. Oh, I would love him. Oh my goodness. Yes. And if anybody else gets any hits, of course you can say something.
Immediately singing one of my favorite naughty songs. Two Irishmen are digging in a ditch. One called the other a dirty son of a Peter Murphy had a dog. And it goes on from there. But awesome. With Bewitched, he's coming in with a lot of charm and obviously and a lot of color. Like he comes in and he's just kind of dancing with color now. So he brings in a lot of it. Well, there it is right there. But he's coming in with all this color for you, and I'm sure you recognize that because you're so talented. But he kind of dances with it around you. So if you ever get that urge to dance, he does bring that in for you.
So he wants you to dance with him, Book. Oh, that would be fun. Or see you in the kitchen, right?
Yeah. He wants you to move that energy.
Sorry, Terry.
Oh.
What did you say, Diane?
I was just commenting, I love her picture.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful picture. That's true. All right. So the next one we have is Ness. who would love a message from guides. She's feeling a bit discouraged. Terry Suzuki, you want to do this one?
Okay, let me just tune in there.
Yep.
Well, right away, I see a very dark stage, but then they start lighting it up from the base in silver and gold tones. And they're talking to me and they say, well, remind her about the hope. Remind her about that hope again. That this new year dawns with a lot of hope. It just dawns on silver and gold. And they're saying that there is hope for you. And that use this time to be quiet, to take care of yourself, to look forward, and to, they're saying manifest. Think about, in this quiet time, think about what you would like to have happen in this year, in this coming year. What changes would you like to see? Because remember, you can make this happen. You can think about it. You can put your intentions behind it. You can do whatever little rituals you do to kind of put something out there. And they're saying, please do that because all the hope is surrounding you right now. It's all surrounding you. This is going to be a fabulous year. So.
Wow. That's beautiful. All right. Terry Renner, I just want you to see that Book said, thank you, singing along around the fire. So that was her message to you. Yes. Hi, Randy Gardner. It's good to see you too. Everybody who's come in on the other channels, I do see you here and thank you for being here with us. I'm just going to pass this along, Ness. You are a magical being with the whole universe waiting to assist you. And that's exactly what Terry said. Just know you can do it. Yeah, you can do it. Absolutely. Thank you so much. All right. Diana, you want to talk to Viviani? She'd love a message from her spirit team about next year.
Relax. There is a silver light that is going to come down and light your inspiration. Not that you aren't already inspired. It's going to light the inspiration that you pass on to other people.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Oh, and they're showing me the pink and gold dining room that they've shown me before with you. They're showing me that again. You're the one holding this meeting and the accolades that are coming your way because of what you are passing on.
How beautiful. You've really come into your own, Viviani. You really have. Yeah. Good for you, honey. Yeah. Very nice. Thanks, Diana.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Amy? Amy, can you read on a solstice reading for hypnicity if possible?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hello, hypnicity. So this possible solstice. So here we are, the shortest day of the year. Blessings. You have blessings, and that looks like the solstice with the snow. And I have a cat trying to knock over. Yeah, there's an angel bestowing you with blessings, and it's like that solstice, the night with the snow and the little villages down there. So you have blessings coming to you, and you are blessed with guides and angels who are with you every step of the way and beside you. And so take some time tonight. I don't know where you are, but take some time to pull in that energy of the peace of the solstice. And that's what it's supposed to be right before the dawn of the new day comes in the new era, and allow those blessings to come in.
Wonderful. Thank you, Hypnicity. And I saw a picture of your 2 puppy dogs on Facebook, and they're just adorable. Are they still eating everything, chewing up everything? It's so hard to have puppies in the house, but they're just so cute. Thank you, honey. All right. So whoever would like to tune in for Tammy Jackson's mom, I did not see Tammy, her first name listed. If you wouldn't mind putting that up, I will let them all sort of open up and see who can get a message. She does say it's been tough. She just had her 72nd birthday in November, and her dad passed 2 years ago on the 23rd of December. So this is a hard time of the year to lose your loved ones. Let's see if mom has anything. If it's only been a week, she might be busy, but maybe dad can come through and see how things are. I don't know. Deborah. Her name is Deborah. Thank you, dear.
I'm seeing she's doing this, like brushing flour from her hand. She's wearing an apron. Did she make Christmas cookies? Was she big at this time of the year with baking in the kitchen for days? And it's like, okay, that's done.
Maybe. I'll monitor the chat and see if she responds. Yep.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Well, I got 2 kind of different messages from her. When I first saw Tammy's question, I just kind of accidentally tuned in really quick, and it felt like she was so happy. The mother was so happy, and I would have to guess from what I saw that her mother's a blonde, and she just popped up on my stage, but it was almost like popcorn popping. I just saw these popcorn, and then this blonde lady, her hair almost like popcorn, pop up, and she was just the information she was giving me is that she's so happy. She knows that Tammy's very sad. That this is, it's a hard lot. She's so happy to be there. She's so happy with everybody. And then the last little, thing that she gave me was about Christmas. It was about this, it looked like a blanket made out of red velvet with white fur around the end. And it was just so cushy. And I think maybe what she's saying is take care of yourself, get out the nice stuff, get it around you and get all warm and, enjoy yourself, but just really take care of yourself.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Who else? Go ahead, Amy.
Try to remember your dreams, because she's been visiting you in your dreams. And remember that when someone dies, they're ready to see you immediately, but it's just like, we're not ready. We're not always ready to hear the message.
Not always ready. Okay.
So, but she's with her.
Yep. It reminds me of the saying, people will say, well, I save my best china, my best glasses for a special occasion. And somebody would say, P.S. today is a special occasion because you're still alive. So don't hang on to things for a special occasion. If you want to use them, use them. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody. All right. Let's see. There was one here that I have for the Akash. So you Akashic Records readers here. Teresa. I'm sorry.
Did you see what Tammy said? That she was wiping her hands of her life because she took her life.
Oh, Tammy.
Yeah.
Oh, Tammy.
Can I just say, she has her best friend there with her. I don't know who that is or who that would be.
Okay. Might be your husband.
Yeah. And she said best friend, and then she said BFF forever. Okay. Yeah.
Tammy, can I tell you something? My mother did not take her life, but she essentially did. She decided one day to give everything away. She took pictures off the walls. She took her clothes out. She She brought them to Goodwill. She handed out everything that anybody ever gave her. She gave back to them. She didn't want to live anymore. And she was having heart pain, and she wanted to wait till her doctor came back from vacation. And so she waited. She wouldn't go to the doctor. And finally the doctor came back. She went to the office to meet with the doctor and dropped dead right there. And so it was her way of telling us, I'm done. And I had to forgive her because that was her choice. And so I don't know if you're not happy. I'm sure it's not a happy thing to be. I just want you to know that I just got goosebumps from my head to my toes, and I just want to say lots and lots of love. And wow,
that's exactly what it meant, apron and all. The chills that ran through me when you said that, when you read that.
Yeah, yep. Her best friend was your father. She wanted to be with him. Yeah, she absolutely wanted to be with him. Yep, she and my mother knew, just like my mother knew. So everybody here is sending you lots of angels and love. And I'm sorry it had to be certainly around the holiday season. That's even harder for us. Wow. Okay, so Jenny, Terry, whoever wants to do the Akashic Records, and Teresa Ford, that's okay. You tried. You tried to spell it right. It's all right. Do you have a particular question? Do you want to know about a past life? Do you want to know, like, were you ever in Egypt or Maryland, or why don't you like pigs? Is there a question that helps Jenny and the rest of them? So
and Terry,
right? Yep. I know that a lot of you are,
and Diana too. Diana does it.
That's true. Diana
and Joan does it too.
Well, and Amy probably does too. So there you go.
Probably.
Anybody that gets anything,
it's good.
You guys are all amazing.
Narrow it down to: do you have a challenge in this life, and you think it may come from another life? Do you?
She wants to know how many lives she's had as a human.
Well, the first thing I got is she's spelling it in another language.
Oh, is that what it is?
Interesting. Huh.
Wow, that's very possible.
And I saw Norwegian, Viking.
Okay.
113 lives.
About 100.
That doesn't sound like enough, though. That doesn't sound like enough.
Well, but some people have had very little. I think it was you told me, Jenny, that Susan Lynn said she only had 4 that were human, right?
That's what she says.
Yeah, that's what she says. So, yeah, you're welcome, Tammy. Much love to you, dear.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? So you think Norwegian life because of the spelling? Okay.
Yeah. Viking. Up there with the wind whistlers.
Maybe you can tutor Annie Bear.
There you go.
Yeah.
And the reindeer.
T-shirt time.
In the Lapland.
Yeah. I'm getting that you were a scribe in a temple. And I love it that you came in with the way that you spelt the Akashic Records, because it's kind of a thing that you had to teach people, and they weren't very nice to you, and you really didn't like it, and you were a little bit sassy back because you probably knew more than most of the.
And she does now. She knows a lot more than a lot of other people.
100%. 100%. So this was your choice to have that learning disability, or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
You don't choose to spell.
Right.
It's not an interest to you anymore.
Yeah. Who, me? Sassy? And that's why we love you so much.
We love Sassy.
Yeah, we do. We do. Yeah.
Well, I'll just say that I saw a lot of human lives. I couldn't really count them because I was listening to everybody. So I saw that there were 10 human lives that were really important. And I said, well, could you narrow it down? Show me one important one that, and they showed me a fun life. Once in a while, we get a really fun one, a good one. I've seen this a couple times where people just get like a reward and like they just get a really happy life. And this one happened, it looks like it happened in Persia, and that you were probably, you know, quite wealthy in a wealthy family. And I just keep seeing the colors pinks and oranges and like you picnicking on the bank of a river in the shade, and it just looked like a very lovely life. It was one that you just got to have just because, like a reward. So that was fun.
It's beautiful.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to let Joan see if she can answer this one. Does my father, Norbert, who passed in 73 at the age of 52, have a message for me?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I'm seeing hearts, and then I saw a little cone that had, it was red, and then it had white stripes around it. And that means two things for me. One of them, do you remember push-ups? Those little, like they were orange. Yeah, it looks sort of like those, and they'd have that little cardboardy thing that you would push things up through. This little ice creamy treat, and then it also looked a little bit like fireworks. Yeah, so he's saying that both of those things are true, and now that's turning into birthday candles. But he's saying you lit up my life, and you were kind of the spark plug for him. That he really enjoyed that. He's giving me the idea that you were kind of a spirited child, or maybe you're kind of a spirited person, and he is kind of saying that you might be getting that from him, even if it's in a quiet way. The ideas, the initiative, just a fresh take on things, and he's continuing to send those types of things. Sometimes you might get an idea that just makes you giggle or whatever, and that's coming from him too. Let's see if there's a message through here. And he's saying to kind of take it easy. He's sending grace, and the message is more flow and less hustle. To just kind of be easy with yourself, and all of that will come through. I hope some of that makes sense to you. And anybody else who wants to chime in, please do.
That was such an incredibly long time ago. I'm so sorry you've been not had him all that time here in the present.
He's given me a sentence, but he won't finish it. So maybe this means something to you. The value of the beginning is measured only by and he won't finish the sentence. So whether that has something to do with the age you were when he passed, or where you are on your journey right now.
Okay.
But he wants you to finish that sentence.
He wants you to finish the sentence. Can you say it one more time for Imagine?
Sure. The value of the beginning is measured only by the
blank.
Fill in the blank.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. We have Pierrette, and she's wondering about from her 2024 guide. She said, any message that have the job that year? Any message from the 2024 guide that have the job that year? I'm not sure.
Who the guide is going to be for 2024.
Her guide will be for 2024 that will have the job for her to work with her that year. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know who wants to do it, but I'm just going to open it up here.
I'm seeing him rub his hands together, and then it's sort of like when you are making a fire out of kindling, and you just going like that to make the stick go around and round, and getting the idea that he's ready to work, and he's excited about working with you, and it's going to
Yeah.
spark the flame. Yeah.
That's what I got too. I got him going like this, and he says, "I'm ready."
Yeah.
That's what I got. So that's exactly what I got.
Oh, that's
said,
good.
"Oh, this isn't going to be a job at all. This is more exciting than-"
You are so ready, Pierrette.
Yeah. A tall figure. It was a very tall figure.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I got his name is Samuel.
Oh. Cool.
I like that.
I wonder if it's Sam Adams, if he has his beer with him, you know? All right. Pierrette, I just know you're going to skyrocket this year. That's just my prediction. And I don't think anybody else has any argument with me. I think you are. You're going to glow.
Absolutely.
That was a great question.
Yeah. I liked it too. Yeah. It was awesome. All right. Leah wonders, can anyone tell me who the goddess Heshti is? Terry heard that name from my people. Ganesh related to the red dirt.
Oh.
Heshti.
Unless it's not spelled right. Let's see. Oh, it's something in Hinduism.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Oh, and Perrette's been hearing the same name.
Really?
Samuel, not Heshti. Sorry.
No, right. Yeah. All right.
Is it sky? Is it something about the sky?
Oh, I don't know. Well, it's funny that Heshtian says Star Wars fandom. So right after you said that, I found that. Also, it's a Hestia. It's Hestia.
Yeah, Hestia. Yeah.
It's
Goddess of the hearth. Yeah.
Another name for.
Yep. The goddess of it's a Greek goddess, the goddess of the hearth and the home. That's who it is.
Yeah. There's also, Leah, I think it's I'm just finding out about this now, that it's an indigenous clown. I think it's Heskia, which is actually, as you know, Leah, is like a shaman, and they do everything backwards. So see how that works for you, because when the energy changes, then you go back in time. You can work with the time frame. You can work with healing people and doing healing for your ancients. So your ancestors, that's the word I wanted.
Yes. So that's how you spell it. Or it could be the other iteration that Terry just said, but this one here you can look into first if that helps you. That's how you spell it. And so,
both of them.
Oh, Carolyn Booker, you're so funny. My next year's guide is still hiding and saying, "No, not her."
Okay, that's funny.
Are you sure they weren't saying that about me? I think they were saying it about me.
Ain't no old castles come along.
Okay, this is really a cool question. Sally got a text this morning wishing her a happy birthday to my sweet daughter. My mom's been gone 17 years, and I know who sent it. Her daughter's birthday is today, but I think it was a message from the mother, and it accidentally got sent. Well, you know what I mean. It was the universe conspired to send it to Sally.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that what you all think? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So it was a gift. It was a gift. Maybe your friends was sending it to her daughter, and then she realized, oops, I sent it to the wrong person, but your mother interfered in that, because that's really, I would think that would be easy to manipulate, because you know how hard it is for the deceased to manipulate with the energy. But Jenny, what?
So now I'm remembering. I was like, I know a dead person texted me, and I was trying to like, who was it? Who was it? I had a friend, and his name was Rudy, and Rudy was like the sweetest man in the whole wide world, and he was a car guy, and he helped everybody, and we used to, a bunch of us, we would go dancing and everything, and my friend was a singer, a great singer, and he loved her. And after he passed, it might have been maybe a week or two. It's probably 2 weeks later. I was in the regular place we went to dance at that time to listen to our friends sing, and I got a text from him. Now I don't remember right now what it said, but basically it said, "I'm here," and I'm like, "What?" So they can do that. They can text you.
Okay.
And he did.
Yes.
So that was actually a text. Yes, it happens.
I had the same sort of thing happen. A friend of mine was passing from breast cancer, and we used to battle each other with who knew the lines as the Wicked Witch of the West better. And so we would have just battles with each other over this. And I was sitting, and suddenly my cell phone began to ring, and somebody was calling me from my home phone number. And when I answered that, all I heard was click. There's nobody else in the house.
That would have creeped me out, though. That would have very much creeped me out, but not for you.
The next phone call that came was telling me she had just passed.
Oh, Terry. I mean, Diana. Oh.
I mean, it was like a whole simultaneous thing.
Yes. Wow.
And, my cell phone is ringing from my home phone. My home phone is not ringing. The number that shows up on my cell phone was my home phone. No name attached. No. So she outwitched me in the end.
She did.
I don't know. Maybe you're outwitching her now.
You are.
Right.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you. That was awesome. All right. So Craig wonders, does anybody know if Clara approves of his progress in whatever he's doing in his mediumship?
Yeah, she does. She does. I see her sitting beside you in a kind of a, she has a really draped way of sitting that makes you always think of kind of the 1920s, 30s, where she's kind of slouching. And she's sitting there, and she is quite happy, and she is helping. She's aiming energy at you with her fingers. She's kind of doing something like this, but she's, in this case, this is interesting because I read Clara for him before a couple times. She's not taking credit for this. This is you, and she's proud of you.
Yeah. I was getting that too. I saw her again. I've only seen her like this one or two times before, where she's kind of sitting lounging around, and she's got her hair in a turban, and she's smoking with the long cigarette holder, and saying, "Oh, darling, of course you're doing well." But then I saw you as a little figure on one of those moving sidewalks, like at the airport, And they're taking you where you want to go, but a lot of people are walking on them because it doesn't go as fast as you want. So she's saying, just stay on there. It might not be as fast as you want, but you're going where you need to go. And you can't
rush these things.
Can't rush it, can't force it. You're going where you need to go.
That's awesome. Froxy says a few months after her husband passed in 92, she got a call and heard a lot of static, but it very faintly heard his voice. And I kept saying, Robert. So see, look at that. I mean, thanks for sharing these. It does give one hope that you will hear from the other side in some way or another. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Amy, is Barbara Nesper on the right path of the crazy life she has right now?
Let's see. Sorry, little buddy. I'm going to put you back down. Hey, little one. Okay, let me see. So is she on the right path? Let's see. Is she on the right path? What did I bring? Life purpose. Let's do those.
Okay.
Okay, Barbara, am I on the right path with the crazy life I have now? Crazy life leading you to something. Okay, time to decide. Speaker, your life purpose involves your skills of oration.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say yes. I think that you are. And it's crazy because you're building up to something. You're getting to a big change and you've gotten a lot of information and experience behind you, and you have a lot to tell people. So yeah, I'd say that you are. Yes, you're on the right path.
You are. And I pulled a card too. Your success is closer than you imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep going. That really goes along with what Amy said. Very much so. Yeah. Who's feeling edgy, Annie? A lot of people feeling edgy. All right. Pamela Shin, did you want a reading, honey? You said you'd love a little read from the books. Are you talking about the Akashic records? Is that what you want? Give me a little bit more, and I'll put you in the queue for that. Okay. Who would like to take this question for Sherry? What 2024 is going to look like for her? Anybody?
I'm seeing a lot of trees.
Ooh.
And there's pines and maples and oaks. So they're all mixed together. I don't know if you live in an area where that is right now, or it is a place that you're going to move to or frequent.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it's also talking about roots and wings. And now I know that we say that about our children, give them roots and give them wings. Mm-hmm. But this is for you.
For you.
You have roots, now take wing.
So don't be afraid to fly.
Yeah. Do something new that you haven't ventured out on before. You're ready to do this. You've studied it. You've already picked up the books yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The books of knowledge.
Book of knowledge.
And I kind of agree. What I saw when I first tuned in was you were riding a horse and you were going into battle and you were carrying the flag, the banner. So you were going in to do this hard thing, and you didn't have a gun or a bow and arrow or anything. You just had the flag and your commitment to doing this. And then it turned from that into you being the rodeo queen who's riding around and with the flag, and everybody's cheering, and you've got the rhinestones going, and it's more of a celebration of, I don't know, a celebration.
The rhinestone cowgirl. Yeah.
The rhinestone cowgirl up on a Palomino horse going making, with the flag, and it's more of a fun thing. The danger part of it and the scary part of it. Yeah. Was done before. You did that, and then you get to be the rodeo queen.
Wow.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Beautiful.
All right. Okay, so we've got one left. And then I'd like to do a collective before we all leave, because it is just a little bit at the hour. But Pamela wonders if she could have a read. She's wondering what's ahead for her in 2024 as well. And thank you to everybody. Some of you came on a little late and asked questions, and we had already closed the questions. But we thank you for being here. And maybe part of the collective read will be for you, so you can listen to it and get from there. All right.
I'm already being shown money in a bank, and that your finances are going to change. And this is what they're showing me is a vault. It's like you're improving the way in which you save and put away. Mm-hmm. The way you spend, and there's also a gift coming your way that is going to have a monetary value on it, and that's going to get the ball rolling for you.
Are you sure that wasn't for me?
We all claim that one. We claim it.
Me too. Me
Me
too.
too. Me too.
Everybody, do your Capricorn. Do your Saturn.
That's right. That's right. Anybody else before we do the collective?
Well, when I tapped into her Akashic Records Masters, they didn't say anything to me, which usually I get words. They gave me a picture, which again absolutely backs up what Diana said. It was I was seeing like a decoration in like golds and silvers, and it had those little money tree dried things. It was all about kind of money. It felt rich,
Oh,
it felt good.
yeah. Uh-huh.
That's what I got too.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Because, whenever I get money, it's kind of like, really? That's what you want to talk about? But yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, but I mean, the other thing that they said was that, remember, you get to choose. What's ahead is not completely written in stone for you. You get to choose your life, and you get to choose what goes into the book next.
That's right. You do. You absolutely do. Yeah. Beautiful. Anne, if you have, you asked if you could put up a question. I said you could, but I didn't see you do it. So I'm giving you the opportunity to ask a question because it was a long time ago you asked. We're going to do a collective reading and then we can do it for you. And I just want to say hi to Roger Rambo. Good to see you, dear. Glad you're here.
It's Jamie.
Yeah, I know it is.
Okay.
It's good to see you, Jamie. I'm glad you came in. And yes, Amy does look very beautiful this evening. So that's awesome. All right. Very nice. All right, ladies, let's go ahead and do the collective. And Anne, if you want to put yours up, we will answer your question for you when we're done. Amanda Foster, is this somebody that is a relative of yours, or who is she to you? And you, yeah, is it a friend? Just let me know, Anne. Okay. All right. Collective reading from all. Love you too, Christine. I'm going to go ahead and give my reading because it's absolutely, it hits the nail on the head for me and for everyone. Remember that when it gets dark, that the sun always rises. Especially now, we're going through such dark times. Okay, Anne. Thank you.
Well, I talked to the Akashic Records Masters, all of ours, and asked, could you give me a collective message for everybody for the rest of this year?
Okay.
And they said that tonight, especially on the solstice, is a time to plant, to plant a seed. So really they're talking about manifestation, to draw in tonight, to think about what you want to have happen for the next year, and to nurture your soul, nurture yourself in this time. And remember, it's really a time of hope. They're not going to let go of this hope stuff. So,
nope, they're not. Absolutely not. Yep. Who's next?
I can go.
Okay, Diana.
So I got meditate on the fairy tale.
Oh.
Because that's where the spiritual lies. So
there's so much
truth. To me, that is
yeah.
what you want. You will be able to manifest.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Terry Renner?
They're showing me a lot of circles, and they're talking about holding your circle close to you. So your friends here, your friends at home, the people that you lean on. Yeah. And then the song comes in, Lean on Me. Right.
Oh,
and it's just like there might seem like there's dark times here and there, but you're going to be rising in awareness, and your energies are going to be rising, and that this is as it should be, and that you're just in a beautiful place with all these beautiful people.
Absolutely.
I have to, I know that's the back of the fairy tale card.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
It's all moons.
all moons.
Yeah.
Very nice. Joan?
Well, when I tuned in, right away I saw a cowboy with a lasso, and he was trying to lasso a cyclone.
Or the moon?
So that I wish it would have been the moon, but it was a cyclone. So I get the idea that things might be a little bit. Might feel a little stressed in this time, but then I drew a card and got joy, and saying the message there is to prioritize play and pleasure, even when things seem like they're out of control. Just there's still ways to find joy.
Sure. All right, Jenny.
So yeah, I don't pull cards that much, but when I do it when they flip out. So I was going through the cards and the Empress flipped out, like flying out. So I think that really kind of is all of us, and we are the Empress. We are to like take care of the earth, take care of one another, and the future is bountiful and good and full of love.
Beautiful. Thank you, dear. Amy?
Okay, this is a weird analogy, but when Diana, when you showed the moon, I thought of how the moon phases, and then I saw the uterus and how the egg is like the moon phases and it passes, and I thought that's so interesting. You know, the universe is, you know, we're born of the universe, and I really think this is the year for women to speak our truth. We must speak our truth. We are protected. Speak your truth. This is the time. The earth needs it. Humanity needs women to speak their truth, and we do stand in our power, and we will make a lot of change this year.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Right. Aley had said plant the seed. So
yeah,
plant the seed. Yeah. All right. So Anne was I told her we would do the reading. Amanda Foster, she said, passed on December 4th, and she said it's her daughter's father's ex. So it must be her daughter's father's ex-wife or wife. Yeah. Any message you might be able to get from her. Yeah. Oh yes, Teresa. I agree with you so much. We have the best community. We really, really do.
And she's sorry.
Soft pretzel and mustard. Sorry. Soft pretzels and mustard. I don't know what that means. I really don't, except that it was probably something that was comfort food to her, something she liked.
Okay.
And from the way you say this, I'm thinking that she would be the real mother-in-law. You know, the blood mother-in-law. So you might have to do some research on that to see what it would mean.
Okay. What were you saying, Amy? I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
She's sorry about
She's
something.
sorry.
She's sorry. And so there's some contention there, but it was her time to go. I'm sorry, it was my time to go. And she's standing right next to her. So she's with her a lot.
Okay. Well, you must have been feeling her, Anne, and that's why you wanted to know. Yeah. Anybody else?
And I heard "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina," that song. So I feel like she's just saying, you know, as you're saying, it was her time. Don't cry for me. I'm fine. Yeah.
I just got chills with that, Joan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got "Don't Worry, Be Happy." So all on the same line, right? Yeah.
Oh, you guys are wonderful, because I always think in terms of song lyrics. You know me. So
yeah.
That's awesome.
Awesome. I got food like Diana, oatmeal raisin cookies.
Oh,
yummy.
If you go, do you know here in Washington, they have oatmeal cranberry cookies at Safeway. So
wow.
I have them on my list for the Christmas brunch.
Yeah.
I love cranberry.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Yep. All right. Well, thank you to all my ladies. You're all so fabulous. And we also send love to Mark and hope he has a wonderful holiday as well. So much love to all of you. We'll be back, God willing, and the sun and the creek don't rise, as my Kentucky husband would say. And everybody have a wonderful time, and we'll see you next week. We'll be talking about the new year, probably. Much love. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye,
Terry
everybody.
Suzuki, Diana, Jenny,
and I'll be your
Joan, Terry Renner, and Amy.
I'll help you.
Thank you, everybody.
Carry on.